Hey everybody, it's Eduardo here with your DraftStream final results and talent pool preview. Getting this started a little late for me. Maybe I've got a birthday hangover. I don't know what it is. But the more things change, the more they stay the same. Gamble 24x7 wins once again in a contested battle with Jaybird, who climbed through the ranks. It's 1-2, 1-2 throughout the top 4 spots. Henner YYZ almost broke through. Couldn't quite get there. And we have once again reached the stage where I cannot win at my own game. This happened a lot during the Cinema Draft Alpha test when Jaybird would just dominate us in a much smaller field. Here, everyone's getting in on the goods. Druzod, Parfait DM twice, Fuma Possible. Everyone's better than your boy. What went wrong? But first, let's look at what went right. The perfect call sheet. And first of all, let's take a look at these scores in general. This has been a ridiculously high scoring weekend. 92 points average total score. It even upped the average score from 85.63 to damn near 86. It's pretty damn impressive. I mean, it's so impressive to the point that a title that no one even rostered, Grand Army. No one had a single actor from Grand Army, and even that scored over 100. So we're just leaving $100 scoring titles off to the wayside. That's how we're doing this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 titles over 100 points, with several more in the 90s. I mean, and so anytime you have a weekend this high scoring, you're definitely going to want to go with an 8-1-1 construction. 8 headliners, 1 co-star, 1 day player. In this case, we have the optimal stack here of David Byrne's American Utopia, headliner stack of Baroness von Sketch Show, headliner stack from Star Trek Discovery Season 3, what up Sneakwa, and Marina Baccarin from Greenland, and Sacha Baron Cohen from The Trial of the Chicago 7. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's good. It's classic Sorkin. I guess I don't see why everyone's totally in love with it, but I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. And yeah, so this is your perfect call sheet. 1,494 points. It's a pretty damn high score. Keep in mind, an actual perfect call sheet. If you want, like the most you can score on a call sheet is 1,742 points. That's 8 headliners with a perfect score of 182. That's 1 co-star at 156, and that's 1 perfect day player score at 130. So almost getting to 1,500 out of 1,742 possible points. It's pretty damn high. So where did our heroes fare on this? Well, Gamble 24x7, G24, the homie, got it right with the David Byrne optimal stack. Cloud started to slip back to the pack a little bit over the weekend. Same thing with Blackpink. I think it was at 112. It settled at 107.25. And as we know from my Saturday video, totally love the ladies from Blackpink. What up, Jenny Kim? And I see he had also the Star Trek headliner stack. Sneaker once again. What up? And then a headliner from Dez, and yeah, that's how he settled it out. Getting almost there. Jaybird. He also had the optimal stack of David Byrne, headliner stack of Dez, which actually did pretty well, but it was pricey. It was expensive. So he was paying for points, not for value. Also headliner stack here, and totally under control. Did well, and I guess I thought it would do a little bit more. I think it was missing a Google user score. That's what it was. I mean, that was frustrating. I needed totally under control to perform for me as well. Sometimes, I mean, a video on demand documentary, they can be hit or miss, I guess. It did pretty well, all things considered. I mean, if this sucker had even had just like what, a 65, and Jaybird is dancing to a victory. So wasn't our week, Jaybird. This totally under control also stood me up as well. And then G24's third place call sheet had a little more exposure to clouds. Actually did an optimal stack with clouds over Utopia. Hold on, and that's David Byrne's American Utopia. I actually watched Utopia from the talent pool a few weeks ago. Actually, maybe 2 weeks ago. And that I felt was excellent. I know there are people who said they liked the BBC version better. I have no recollection of it all. I have not watched the BBC version. I just know the American version was great. I mean, there's been some talks about it being irresponsible because people are deeply, intensely stupid right now. I mean, no matter who wins the election on November 3rd, I mean, we are not going to undumbify ourselves overnight. But people who really, but as far as a pure artistic endeavor and entertainment, Utopia on Amazon Prime is very engrossing, very engaging, somewhat unpredictable, and it's got a touch of The Boys to it as well, with the kind of shocking amount of over-the-top violence, and anyone can get offed at any time. Check out Utopia. All right. Anyways, yeah, let's take a look at Henry YYZ's call sheet. What was he working with here? Yes, he also missed that on Totally Under Control. The Perfect Weapon also kind of got shafted. Only got, what, a IMDb score? Yeah, only got an IMDb score. I mean, and that's... I mean, let this be a lesson to us moving forward. HBO documentaries are not a sure thing. Whereas early on in this game, documentaries seemed to perform pretty well. Now that we have a 5-month sample size, documentaries are very hit and miss, and documentaries on a streaming platform are more miss than hit. So keep that in mind as we move on to next week. Fumu Possible. Let's see what's going on with her call sheet here. Because, I mean, she did better than I did, so maybe she knows something that I don't. So I like that she only has one day player. She learned from last week's mistake. I like the headliner stacks of David Byrne and actually just the one David Byrne, and then so then she sampled all over the place, which might have held her back. The Bachelorette didn't really perform. Actually, it was below value at 84.25 here. But I like the titles she chose. They all perform pretty well with the exception of the Bachelorette. Yeah, maybe the exposure to the Bachelorette is what cost you here. And we don't have a lot of comps when it comes to reality competition shows in this game, so even the master score list wouldn't have really helped you out. But congratulations, you did better than I did this week. My pathetic call sheet, well, too much clouds. Yeah, too much clouds. Sweet Autumn did what I thought it was going to do for a Hallmark show or movie. Yeah, so where everybody else had David Byrne's American Utopia, I went with clouds, and it cost me. I mean, I met value, but still. Eesh. Rough. Okay. And Brown Baby. But I did beat Mom, though. So back to the middle of the pack, Brown Baby. What's going on here, Mom? Yep, she fell for the clouds okie doke as well. Dez is fine, but expensive. Martin Eden is fine, but expensive, relatively. Yeah, and this is one of these weeks where everyone had to have at least 100 points for a base score. I mean, that's what was winning, that's what was winning this weekend. And the Perfect Weapon, yeah, just didn't get it covered. So I feel your pain, Mom. I think we had good instincts, but we were let down by the system. How did Ife, our community manager, Strange88, fare? Well, that's right, yeah, she has too many day players, so she'll fix that and come back next week. Okay, so let's check out the low ball. So Jaybird, all right, getting paid twice. So G24 is getting first and third, which at $75 and $10, $85 combined, and Jaybird here is getting. I'm sorry, that's wrong. $50 and $50 and $10 combined for $60, and Jaybird taking second for $25, and the low ball bonus of 15 for 15, so it's $40 total. It's not bad. Not bad. I think he's still trailing now in the money race, but he is back in effect. What do you do to get to the low ball bonus? Well, first let's take a look at the low ball call sheet. It's a heaping helping of Hellstrom, but look at this is how high scoring the week is. We don't have a single score below a default score. It's pretty rare for your low ball. So what's that? A 5-pack of Hellstrom, a 4-pack of the Secrets We Keep, and then When the Storm Fades to get that all important third title actor to qualify. 76,000 spent. So that's pretty good. 779.56. And Jaybird won it by a little less than 10 points. And he did it with Hellstrom. I like it. He had a 6-pack of Hellstrom, and then had to make up the difference with salary with Social Distance 3-pack, which really wasn't that bad. And then La Revolution. La Revolution clocked in at 90.25. Foreign drama, I mean, hit or miss on Netflix. Some of them get buried, some of them thrive. This is one of the ones that thrived. It's well done, gents. I'll be PayPaling you your monies shortly. So let's go on to this week's new call sheet, or talent pool. Yes, 25 fresh ones. Everything from 537 votes to white noise. We got some interesting shows in here. Rebecca had a lot of heat on it coming out. Early reviews, not very... I mean, they're okay. And I think I'm definitely in for this. Army Hammer, Lily James, period piece. Looks like they've got great clothes. I'm here for it. The Eric Andre show is surprisingly strong coming out the box. Going to its 5th season. So these scores are pretty much baked in. And I think we are... Is that our most expensive? No, our most expensive title of the weekend, of course, is Borat. Borat's subsequent movie film. Hello, my name is Borat. I don't know if you see the trailer for this. It's hilarious. He's hilarious. One of his stunts already was inadvertently covered by mainstream media about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. Showed up to a Yelm, Washington. Now, for those of you not familiar with Washington State, that is definitely Hicks and Sticks territory. Showed up to a Yelm, Washington protest, maskless protest or rally or something like that. MAGA thing or whatever. Anyways. So he always, not Borat. Sacha Baron Cohen, the great actor who plays Borat, always kind of puts himself on the line with his ridiculous disguises and stunts that really do shine a satirical light on how we, treat each other in society. So this is going to be fun. I can't wait. I think there's going to be a lot of buzz on it. I think coming out, like a week and a half before the election also is going to draw additional eyeballs to it. I think it's going to perform well. So I have salaried it accordingly. Borat's subsequent movie film, followed closely by the Eric Andre show. You know what you're getting with that. You're paying for points, not for value. Same thing with Blackish. When I started doing my research, I was somewhat surprised at how highly critically acclaimed Blackish is. Now, I've enjoyed it all previous 6 seasons. I've enjoyed the spin-offs. Grownish and I think it's just Grownish, right? So I appreciate all that. I just didn't think that that my appreciation would translate into critical adulation as well. So 15,400 for the dynamic duo of Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross just feels right. White Noise. This is I'm now. A lot of people may not go in for this. I'm intrigued. This is a documentary on the modern white supremacy movement. It's the Atlantic's first feature documentary. So basically, the Atlantic, if you're not familiar with it, is a bit of a think piece type magazine. They do like long reads that deeply dive into this type of stuff. So the Atlantic is quality. Their brand is associated with quality. So I have salaried this accordingly, and I think it will actually do pretty well. As you can see, it's already off to a strong start on IMDb. So, and then the only other one I think might be interesting, a little bit of value here. My next guest needs no introduction. The David Letterman interview series. That's kind of cool. On the Rocks, I'm intrigued by. Oh, there we go. I'm intrigued by. It's got Bill Murray teaming it back up with Sofia Coppola. I think they won Oscars together, or were nominated for Oscars together with Lost in Translation. This whole one sheet and still right here is giving me very much Lost in Translation type of vibes. So, a young mother reconnects with her larger-than-life Playboy father on an adventure through New York. I mean, very basic. I'm in. I'm in. I want to see this. So I think that's going to do pretty well. I actually might have downpriced it, and also be on Apple TV Plus. Apple TV Plus stands for quality. It's our highest-rated platform in the game. So I actually probably mispriced this. So enjoy the savings, y'all. And then also The Undoing, the Nicole Kidman star with Hugh Grant. 13,300, definitely appropriately priced. Prestige TV at its finest. I think it's just a mini series. Life for a successful therapist in New York begins to unravel on the eve of publishing her first book. Well, so definitely hoity-toity 1% problems. I am here for it. I want to see it. So definitely check all those out. There we go. Back to normal. And once again, please submit your call sheets by 6 p.m. Pacific Time, Thursday. 3 max call sheets, of course. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to you all. And congrats to the winners. I'll be back sometime after Game Lock Thursday evening with the game preview and call sheet review. Thanks for playing, everybody. See you on Thursday.